athletes, and welcome to your workout of the day. As always, on a Thursday, we're going to be doing a little bit of mobility to start off. Okay, today's focus is going to be a little bit more of upper body, as well as some hips, but a lot of upper body because we're going to be focusing on the overhead squat. And that is going to be your skill, your strength work for today. Okay, you guys are going to start with a warm up of 3 rounds. The first movement is going to be a quadruped or a tabletop position thoracic rotation. So your hands and knees are on the floor, you have that flat back, and then you can either do your hand behind your head or your hand at your lower back as you rotate up towards the ceiling. Now you're really trying to get into that rotation for that spine, and you're also trying to squeeze those shoulder blades together, kind of pinch them together. Typically, if you have any kind of knot in the middle of your back, you feel like you can't quite get a good overhead position because of some tightness in the middle of your back, that is a good way to kind of work on that, okay? You're going to have prone snow angels. So we've done this one plenty of times. You're laying on the ground, you're face down. Your hands, they are starting down by your sides with those palms facing up. And the first thing you're going to do is retract those shoulders. Again, exaggerate that back posture with your shoulders. And as you're bringing your arms up and around overhead, you're simultaneously rotating those shoulders so that now your palms end up facing down, okay? You're also going to be doing 10 reps of that. And then afterwards, you're going to be going into the overhead squat. You're going to be doing a banded overhead squat where you're looping a band around the rig. You're holding onto that band to now fight that band from pulling you forward. You actually have to use your shoulder strength to pull your shoulders back, okay, as you're locking out those arms. What I really want you to focus on here is that depth in your squat, that posture in your body, okay? Don't let that band kind of pull you forward. You're fighting it the entire time, so you're actively working on extension in your back as you're dropping down very low. Okay, you want your hips somewhere between your feet, so also pay attention to where your feet are placed, how they're angled, and look at your knees. You don't need to have your knees too far out, but you definitely don't want them to be caving in. Okay, you want those knees in line with your toes. Okay, so all the warm-up is really just to kind of get you ready for that overhead squat that you're going to be working on in the strength portion. So the strength portion is going to be a 10-minute EMOM, okay? On the odd minutes, you're going to be doing the SOTS presses. That is, you're going to have an empty barbell. Grab a lighter barbell than you usually use if you find this exercise difficult. If needed, you can use a band. You will be putting that band around your body, and it's going to be somewhere, again, in that thoracic spine. And it's just going to give you a little bit of feedback. It's not going to completely keep you up. You can't completely lay on that band because you will fall down. But you're going to be in a squat position with that snatch grip. You're going to be bringing that bar behind your head, and then you're pressing up. Now, what you really want to look for is that full lockout at the top to really have that upright posture, okay? Give me a pause at the top. Give me about a 2-second pause before you bring that barbell back down behind the neck, and then again, press. Remember, you are in a squat position the entire time, okay? You give me another 2-second pause, bring that barbell behind the neck again, and then one more time you're going into another press. You're going to be doing 3 SOTS presses within that minute, okay? I do want you to pause at the top, and the key here is to work on positioning, work on posture, work on your elbows, okay? Empty barbell is more than enough. You don't have to go and put an extra load on there. That's why, if anything, you're going with a lighter barbell that you usually use. Now, you're going to probably be partnered up with someone. So while you're using the empty barbell, your partner will be using a loaded barbell, and you are going to be doing 3 overhead squats. Now, I want the overhead squats to have a tempo, a 3-second tempo on the way down to really show control, and then stand right back up nice and fast, okay? Try to get as low as you can while maintaining that back straight, that big posture, those elbows locked out. If you feel that as you get very low, you start to lose posture, then maybe today it's best for you to squat down to a bench, squat down to a box, something that gives you a little bit of feedback, gives you a little bit more of a trust that you know you have a target to hit, and then you stand back up. Typically, that does help in maintaining a better position. Same thing with the SOTS presses. If you think the band doesn't help you enough, or maybe the position, the movement itself is stressing your shoulders out too much, it's probably easiest or best if you sit down on a bench or a box as you're just doing a behind the neck press in that snatch grip. Same thing, I do want you to give me that pause though, and then you come back down. So today is very much so about working position. The that you're going to be using the overhead squats at is anywhere from 60 to 70%. So overall, not terribly heavy, 60 to 70% of your 1 rep max snatch, okay? And again, if you need to go lighter, go a little bit lighter, get comfortable with the overhead squats. As the weeks go on, we will progress to doing more overhead squats, more snatches. So I want you to slowly start building up trust, building up confidence and strength in this movement, okay? Have fun for today, guys, and I hope to see you at the gym.